Shelly, and we're going to teach a more advanced pattern today. I don't really have a specific name for it. It's kind of a pattern of a few different moves. We're going to start with a little bit of an over the shoulders move. We're going to do a little bit of pivots, and then we're going to end with a men's duck out. So let's go ahead and break that down. Okay, to start out, what we're going to do is we're just going to do the move a couple times from a couple different angles, and then we're going to break this down. So even though you can't see Shelly when we're starting out here, we're going to start in the cross hand position, and let's just go ahead and show the move a couple times. We're going to do a basic first. Very good. We're going to go ahead and do that again from another angle. So again, we're starting in the cross hand position. We're going to do a basic first. Very good. So what Shelly and I are going to do is go ahead and break this down into 3 separate segments. We'll start with the first one, and to start this move, you want to start with the cross hand position with the right hands on top. We're going to do a basic first. We're going to signal the lady. As a matter of fact, without the feet, let's go ahead and show this first. We're going to signal the lady on the 5-6. The lady's going to do an outside turn, but when she's coming around, you want to kind of keep your arms together. When she's coming around, then gentlemen, you're going to want to take your left arm and bring it behind your head, your right arm behind her head, so that, in a sense, both of your arms are on your shoulders. Right arm on her right shoulder, left hand on your left shoulder. So let's go ahead and do that kind of with the footwork. Doesn't matter, but let's just do that again one time. We're gonna signal on the 5-6, turn the lady when she's kind of coming around, separate your arms, taking your right one away from your left one behind you, and you're gonna end up like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. Again, cross hand position, right arms or right hands on top. We're gonna do a basic and do that. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you're doing that, it might seem a little different because you're 5-6, you're kind of stepping back a little bit. So it's just a little bit different because normally, gentlemen, when you're doing a 5-6, you're moving to your left. Here, you're kind of backing up a little bit. So let's just go ahead and do that again, nice and slow. So, right hands on top. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and do the same thing from over here. Just a little bit of a different angle. You won't be able to see Shelly when we're starting out, but this is more for the benefit of the gentlemen who have to learn how to lead this. So we're going to do the exact same thing up to the same point. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. Same angle. One more time, and then we're going to move on to the next segment. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to go ahead and continue with the next segment right from here. Gentlemen, when you get to this position, the next thing you're going to do is drop your arms. But sometimes the lady, if she has not done this move, and if she's not, learning it with you, sometimes when you drop your arms, the lady may not drop her arms. So typically you're going to want to keep dancing. So in order to keep dancing, it doesn't hurt for you to be comfortable doing the basic from this position. We're going to do that by simply going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't normally have that in the move, in the little sequence, but there are times that I'll be dancing with the lady and she won't know to put her arms down. And so what I'll be doing is we'll just be doing the basic, and I'll drop my arms, and if she doesn't drop her arms, I'll tap her gently on her right hip, and I'll drop my arm down. A lot of times she'll take the hint. If she doesn't, there are times that, again, let's put our arms up like this. So again, you're going to drop your arms. You're doing the basic here. You're going to drop your arms, and if she doesn't put her arms down, you can tap somewhere over here, or you can even grab her arm like this. I mean, there's times that I'll actually do that, and she'll get the hint, and there's times I'll actually reach up in here and grab her arm. It usually only takes one time, and then after that, she'll get it, okay? But be aware of that. So what I want to do is I want to show you again, we just got done showing you that sometimes the lady isn't going to know to bring her arms down. So we're going to do it the way it's supposed to go real quickly, and then we're going to skip back to where we were in the lesson here. So again, we're going to do a basic here, we're going to do the over the shoulder thing, we're going to drop our arms, and then from there we're going to go immediately into pivots. That's the way that the move will go if the lady knows to drop her arms. But as we just mentioned, if she doesn't drop her arms, then you might have to help her out, and in the meantime, do a little bit of basic footwork in that position where you're both facing forward. So this time, Shelly's going to behave as if she doesn't know to put her arms down, and we're just going to, in case you want to come back to this, or in case you want to try this now, we're going to do a little bit of the basic footwork right in place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to go from there. Very good, very good. So all I want to do there is review that you might need to get prepared to do a little basic in place, and you can let the lady know what to do by tapping and bringing, you can touch her arm and bring it down, and then just continue on with the move. There may be some moves that when you're doing them, if the lady doesn't do, you may have to say, do you want me to show you that? But in this one, you don't necessarily have to show her, you just kind of got to give her little hints and she'll figure it out. So let's go ahead and get back to the little over-the-shoulder deal here. So if you've done the first segment, you end up in this position. If the lady knows this move, if you're either doing it with the lady or she's kind of quick on her feet, so to speak, you're going to immediately, when you get to this position, you're going to drop your arms. And from there, we're going to do pivots. The lady's going to turn to her right, the gentleman's going to turn to his left, and it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go 5, 6, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, from this position, if you want to try to follow along, I'm going to drop my arms, and immediately I'm going to do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. Of course, Shelly will be doing the same thing, and we're going to pivot. So we're going to drop our arms and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the end of the second segment. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you from a little different angle, and again, I realize that, you know, sometimes when we're doing this, Shelly may be blocked, but a lot of this is a little bit more for the gentleman, because you need to really not only be doing your own footwork, but know how to let the lady know what she's doing. So we're in this position, we're going to drop our arms and immediately do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, while the lady's turning to her right, gentleman to his left, and then reversing it. So we're going to drop our arms and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. That's the end of the second segment. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the beginning, and we're going to do all the way back up to this point. So let's start out from the very beginning, cross hand position, right hand's on top. We're going to do a basic, we're going to behave as though we know to drop our arms, and we're going to get all the way to that position. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So after we've done the first two segments, we're in this position and we're going to be doing a 5, 6, 5, 6. The lady's going to do a counterclockwise turn, and something a little unusual here is the gentleman's also going to do a counterclockwise turn. So if you would go ahead and just stay there a moment. The gentleman is basically going to go 5, 6, 5, 6. All the while ducking. We'll cover that in a moment. But see, what's a little different here is the gentleman, you could maybe try to not do the crossover with your feet. You could probably try to do 5, 6, 5, 6, which is what we're used to doing. We normally go 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6. But in this case, typically what I do is I do this little crossover where I go 5, 6, 5, 6. It works very nicely. So it might be good if you want, sorry, Shelley, if you want, gentlemen, if it helps you, and you may not need to do this, you might just try doing that little crossover first without worrying about the arms and without the lady. You're ready with your right foot to move. You're going to go 5, 6, 5, 6. We'll do it one more time and then we'll do it with the lady. So I'm going to do the exact same thing again. 5, 6, 5, 6. Now I'm going to take Shelley's arms and I'm going to do that same footwork, but I'm going to need to bend over or duck down. There's a couple ways of doing it. You can, if you've been working out, going to the gym or working your glutes, you can do this, or you can bend over. If you bend over like this, you got to give the lady room with your arm, because otherwise you're going to hit the lady, which I don't think I typically do. Might brush ever so gently, but. So when you do this, you're going to do the same thing with your feet. You're going to duck or squat, and you're going to leave your arm up here so that you can get underneath it, and you're going to hang on to both hands again. So let's go ahead and try that. We just did a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. Very good. Let's just go ahead and do that one more time real slow for people that are following along. So ready with the gentleman's right foot, lady's left. We're going to do a 5, 6, 5, 6. Doing the little crossover, squatting down, keeping these arms up. Ready, and 5, 6, 5, 6. Very good. Now when you're doing that, gentlemen, the lady's going to more often than not just tend to pivot again with you, because you already were pivoting. It's kind of natural to do that, but you might, as you're learning to do this, it might help to be, just kind of pulling a little bit on this arm. And also, you're not only lifting this, you're bringing it around, because you want her to feel that she needs to turn around like that. So gently, I didn't mean to be abrupt. So you're kind of pulling with those arms, raising the one up all the while you're doing that crossover. So let's go ahead and just do that one more time. Ready with the gentleman's right foot, lady's left foot. We just did a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. Very good. Then to come out of this, we're not going to spend much time explaining this. I typically from here do a lady's outside turn, an underarm turn where I'm raising the arm over her head, then I kind of do like a free spin, and then I balance things out by taking her into one inside turn. So from here, you don't have to, you could do anything you want from here, but I normally go a turn, and then a turn like this. So let's go ahead and we'll go all the way through it. We're going to count, we're from here. We're going to do the whole thing all the way to the end, and I'm going to go ahead and count that out. I'm going to try to do it slow enough that if you want to follow along, you can. So we just did a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. Very good. I want to do that one more time. So this is one of the more advanced moves. A lot of people do not do this type of pattern, and yet it is fairly leadable. You can lead women to do this somewhat easily, even if they've not done the lesson or done the move. The tricky part is getting them to drop their arms. So I'm just repeating this again because, again, this is one of the more advanced moves that we're going to be teaching. So we just did a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. We're going to go ahead and do that last part with a different angle here, just in case it helps. This is where I'm going to do the crossover. So for gentlemen who might be having a little bit of a tricky time with this, we're just going to do that part of this. We're not going to do the ending where I turn Shelley a couple times in an outside turn and then do an inside turn. I don't think we need to do that. But we're standing here, we got to this position, and we're going to do a 5, 6, 5, 6. I'm going to do the crossover from this different angle. I'm going to bend over or squat while I'm doing that, and we're both going to kind of be turning in counterclockwise directions. So let's do this slow one time in case it helps from this angle. We did a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. We're going to do the entire 3 segments all the way through. We're going to try to do it real slow, so if you want to follow along, but we're going to do it from this other angle here. So all the way through from the beginning, starting with a basic. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. Awesome. Thank you.